That annoying sound you just heard is the sound that was coming from our 22-year-old GE Monogram side-by-side refrigerator. Let's listen to it again. We noticed this noise coming about every 30 minutes, and I narrowed it down to a defective damper leading from the freezer to the refrigerator. This is the replacement part. It basically has a little door that opens and closes to allow cold air to come in from the freezer into the refrigerator. And ours apparently has a stripped out gear or something. Okay, so before we get started, I'm going to remove this drawer, and we have to remove this little shelf cover, and that will give us better access to the screws that are down here. I actually didn't end up removing that shelf cover. I just slid it out of the way. It would make the job easier if you did remove it, but I just decided to not do that. Okay, so I had to go ahead and remove this shelf here. That's the one that has this little humidity control door on it. I went ahead and removed that drawer. I've left this in for now. I don't think I need to remove it, but I'm going to have to remove these 4 screws up here that hold this panel on, because there are some electrical connectors behind there that I need to be able to get to disconnect. I should point out that if you plan on doing this job yourself, it's probably a good idea to unplug the refrigerator or flip the breaker, just so you don't risk any electrical shock. Here, before I can remove this panel off the back, I have to remove this glass tray. I don't think I have to take off these frames for the doors. I'm going to try to do it without that. If not, I'll have to take those out too, but I'm pretty sure I have to take this off. Get that out. And there's that sound we're trying to get rid of. So that glass shelf is now out. Okay, so now I should be able to get this to come out. I hope. Yes, there we go. These 2 connectors right here, I think these are low voltage, but I'm not sure, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to mark the connectors so I know that these 2 go together. These might actually be the same connector. I wouldn't want to get them reversed. So I'm going to use a Sharpie, and I'm going to mark this connector and this connector, the male and the female of that one connector, so I'll know which ones go back together. You can imagine how annoying it was to hear that grinding every 10 or 15 minutes. So I'm not sure if you can see up on top of this unit here, there's 2 screws. One on the left, one on the right, and then there's 2 down at the bottom. Now, it would be easier to get to those if this shelf were gone, but it's not. I'm going to try to get to those screws without removing this shelf. Let me see if I can get to those 2 screws. I think I can just maybe barely get a screwdriver up in there to get to it. It's really tight. Let me try this one. This is basically just a plastic air diverter that I need to get out of the way so I can get to some other screws. go. Okay. Well, it came crashing down. Okay, so this, when I loosen this screw here, this just fell off. It's basically just a diverter panel. So I can take that out, get it out of the way. Now I can get this panel off. You can see there was this tab that was behind that. That would not allow this to come out. So let's take these two screws out. You may be wondering why I decided to do this myself. I estimate it was going to cost about $1,000 to have a GE technician come out and do this. And I didn't want to put $1,000 into this old refrigerator. And this panel, basically, it just hides some electrical connectors. Angle. For safety, probably to unplug your refrigerator or to flip the breaker just to be extra safe. Let's see if I can get this to come out now. Yeah. Okay, so that panel is out, and you can see our electrical, all these connectors back behind here. So the next major piece that we have to remove is this large piece here. You see that fan? And over here is where our damper lives. And I think that's what's making the noise. We have to replace that damper. And to remove this, we've got a screw here, a screw down here, and then there's another screw kind of over here on the side. It's hard for me to get the camera in there to show it to you, but that's where it is. And I'm going to take those screws out now. There's a screw here, one screw here, one screw down here on the bottom, and then that one over on the right. Screwdriver in here. If you're interested in one of these little electric screwdrivers, I'll put a link in the description of this video. Now, if all goes well, we should be able to pull this out. Okay, now we sort of got it loose. Where we can kind of get to what we need to get to. Okay, this is the little piece here that needs to be replaced. The damper. Not sure if you can see it right here. There's the little door that flips open and closed. There's a foam gasket here that you kind of, I think, has to come out. And you have to be careful because it's like a double-sided tape. You don't want to tear it if you don't have to. But that gasket has to come off, or at least come loose, at least down to here, to the midway point. Okay, so once you remove this foam, this little damper will just basically pull out. It's not screwed into anything. There is a wire connector here. Now over here there were two wires, and they were tied together with a zip tie. I had to cut that zip tie to give me enough length to pull this out through here so I can remove that connector. I was able to check the part numbers, and these part numbers do appear to be the same. First, we're going to disconnect this. We will connect this damper, slip it in. Hopefully it fits. I think it does. And hopefully that will solve our problem. I was kind of hoping this might try to close while we have all this apart so we could see what's happening with this damper, but it only comes on or off every few minutes. And just so you know, this little door flips open and closed, and that's what lets air come in from the freezer to cool the air conditioner. To cool the refrigerator, sorry. So as the refrigerator warms up, this little door opens, and you can see it's loose. It probably should not be that loose, and that's probably why it's making that noise. My guess is there's a little plastic gear or something inside there, and that's why it's failing or making the noise. It still works, but it's making a lot of racket. So let me disconnect this connector. There's a little tab here that we will press down to release, and I'll disconnect that. We'll connect up the other one. And okay, to remove this connector, you basically mash down right here and then just pull back. I can't videotape it because I only have one hand to do this with. Maybe I can do it. Let me see if I can. You can kind of see how that little tab mashes down. Basically just comes out like that. Connect to the new one. Slips right in. And we will slide this in. To the opening. I've got to make sure my connector comes out the other end. Got to kind of pull on the wire as you do it to make sure it's straight. There we go, just like that. And then I'll probably get some glue and re-glue this a little bit around here. Otherwise, I don't think it's going to stick very well. Now, it will be held in with pressure. I've got to get... Actually, I closed it on some of the... There we go. Now we got it. Okay, these are those wires I was telling you about that were zip tied together. I'm just going to put a new one on here. They just kind of cram in there like that once we get this all back in place. This would be a lot easier with this out of here. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. That will help my YouTube rankings.